Today I will discuss some questions from exercise 1.1. So let us see the second question of the same exercise. Show that any positive odd integer is of the form 6q plus 1 or 6q plus 3 or 6q plus 5, where q is some integer. So here we have to prove that any positive odd integer is either in the form of 6q plus 1 or 6q plus 3 or 6q plus 5. For that, we will start the solution. First of all, we have to assume that let n be any number. N be any number. On dividing n by 6, whatever the coefficient of q, we have to divide n by 6. In certain question, we may have 4q. In that question, we have to divide n by 4. In certain question, we may have 5q. On that question, we have to divide n by 5 also. But here, since we are having the coefficient of q is 6, that's why we have to divide n by 6. So the very first statement will be let n be any number. On dividing n by 6, let q be the quotient and r be the remainder. So all the students write on this one. Once again I am repeating, let n be any number. On dividing n by 6, let q be the quotient and r be the remainder. Next statement, according to Euclid's division algorithm. Euclid's division algorithm. According to Euclid's division algorithm, we can write the statement like n equals to 6q plus r. That I have already explained. Since n is the number, on dividing n by 6, q be the quotient and r be the remainder. So according to Euclid's division algorithm, n will be equals to 6q plus r, where the value of r will exist between 0 to 6. Means the value of r will be greater than and equal to 0 but less than 6. In the second line, we have to copy the same statement, n equals to 6q plus r, where r equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. The value of r will exist between 0 to 6. The value of r will be less than 6 but equal to 0 and greater than 0. So all the numbers which are coming in this range will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. After that, we have to put all these values on the place of r here. So first of all, we will put the value of r equals to 0. In the second time, we have to put the value of r equals to 1. Third time, we have to put the value of r equals to 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. Then finally we will get the solution. When we are putting the value of r equals to 0, then n equals to 6q. When we are putting the value of r equals to 1, then n will be equals to 6q plus 1. When we are putting the value of r equals to 2, then the equation will be 6q plus 2. When we are putting the value of r equals to 3, then the equation will be 6q plus 3. Next one, 6q plus 4, then 6q plus 5. Now, from these lists, we have to extract the odd integers. Because let us see the question once again. Show that any positive odd integer is of the forms 6q plus 1 or 6q plus 3 or 6q plus 5. So we have to find out the odd integers from these lists. Which are the odd numbers? First of all, we have to understand the concept of the even numbers and the odd numbers. Even numbers is always divisible by 2. Suppose we are talking about 26, this 26 is completely divisible by 2, or we can write 26 like 2 multiplied by 13. means all the even numbers are the multiple of 2. Similarly, here we have to find out those numbers which are not completely divisible by 2. If we are talking about 6q, we can write 6q like 2 multiplied by 3q. So this is an even number. This number is completely divisible by 2. That's why 6q is the example of the even number. Now let us see 6q plus 2. Again, this number we can write 2 multiplied by 3q plus 1. Again, here this number is the multiple of 2. That's why this is also an even number. Now let us see the next one. 6q plus 4. Here again, this is the multiple of 2. 2 multiplied by 3q plus 2. So this is also an even number. What are the remaining terms? 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3 and 6q plus 5. All these three are the odd integers. These three are the even integers. Why? Because all these three are the multiple of 2. These three are not the multiple of 2. That's why these are the odd integers. Hence, finally, we can write that if all the positive integers is either in the form of 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3 or 6q plus 5. So this is our solution. Now let us see the fourth question of exercise 1.1. Use Euclid's division lemma to show that the square of any positive integer is either of the form 3m or 3m plus 1 for some integer m. So here we have to prove that the square of any positive integer, if we are putting the square of any positive integer, like suppose I am talking about 5. If we are putting the square of 5, then the result will be 25. This number will be either in the form of 3m or 3m plus 1. Since this is not the multiple of 3, that's why this cannot be in the form of 3m. But this can be in the form of 3m plus 1. We can write this number in the form of 3m plus 1. Let us see how. We can write 25 like 24 plus 1, or we can say 3 into 8 plus 1. So this is in the form of 3m plus 1. Here the value of m equals to 8. Like that, if we are putting the square of any number, then that number must be either in the form of 3m or 3m plus 1. Again, for the solution of this question, we have to write on the statement, same statement, whatever we have written in the last question, same statement we have to use here also. Let n be any number. All the students write down fast. Let n be any number on dividing n by 3. This time we have to take 3 because the coefficient of m is 3. That's why we have to take here 3. On dividing n by 3, let q be the quotient and r be the remainder. Once again I am repeating this. Let n be any number on dividing n, on dividing n by 3, let q be the quotient and r be the remainder. Now, according to Euclid's division lemma, when we are applying Euclid's division lemma, then we can write here n equals to 3q plus r, where the value of r will exist between 0 to 3. Means the value of r will be greater than and equal to 0 but less than 3. Same statement we have to copy the next line, n equals to 3q plus r, where r will be equals to either 0 or 1 or 2. All these numbers come between 0 to 3. The value of r is greater than and equal to 0, means starting from 0 till less than 3. So what we have to do next? We have to put the value of r in this equation. First of all, we'll put r equals to 0, then r equals to 1, then r equals to 2. So we will take 3 cases. Case 1. Case 1. When r equals to 0, then what is the equation? N equals to 3q plus 0. Finally, we can write here n equals to 3q. This is our final equation in the first case. But in the question, it is given that use Euclid's division lemma to show that the square of any positive integer. This is an integer. This is not the square of integer. What we have to do? We have to put the square. Squaring both sides. Whenever we are putting square both sides, then we can get n square equals to 3q whole square. Or we can say n square equals to 9q whole square. Now we have to prove that the square of any positive integer is either in the form of 3m or 3m plus 1. So this 9q square can be written as 3 multiplied by 3q square. Or we can say 3 on the place of 3q square, we can place m, where m equals to 3q square. So in the first case, we have proved that the square of any positive integer is in the form of 3m. Now we will take the second case, case 2. In case 2, first of all, we have taken r equals to 0. In the case 2, we have taken r equals to 1. When r equals to 1, then what will be the equation? N will be equals to 3q plus r. On the place of r, we are putting 1. So we can write here 3q plus 1. Now again here we have to put the square of this one, because in the question we have to prove that the square of any positive integer. This is the integer n. Now we have to put the square. N square will be equals to 3q plus 1 whole square. Now we can expand this one. A plus b whole square. We can expand this one. A square plus 2 into a into b plus b square. Now this whole statement can be written as 9q square plus 6q plus 1. Finally, we have to convert this one either in the form of 3m or 3m plus 1. So we can write here 3q as a common factor. So here we can write 3q plus 2 plus 1. Now 3 will be as it is. On the place of q multiplied by 3q plus 2, we can write m plus 1, where m equals to q under bracket 3q plus 2. So in the second case, we have proved that the square of this positive integer is in the form of 3m plus 1. Similarly, we can take case 3. In case 3, we have to write down r equals to 2, and we have to put 2 on the place of r, and then we will put the square, and then we can convert that one either in the form of 3m or 3m plus